Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. So this is another request from Valley Banger, and it's the second song of his three. And this one is, and all three of them, I believe, is Ocean Color Scene, the band. That's the name of the band. I think that's what these are for. And if you didn't see the first video, the one I did right before this one, he compared the Ocean Color Scene to Elvis Presley, but not in the same type of music. He compared it as he thought they were just as good. However, they chose not to travel outside their country, and because of that, they may have paid the price for not being as successful as some international touring bands may have been. I don't know that they were ever heard in the States, or Australia, or and I always mention Australia for sure, man, because they're the biggest audience I have. I don't know why, man. They've adopted me, and bless their hearts, I guess their judgment's not that good in Australia, but they're Australians. What can you expect? Um, so anyway, so this one is called The Circle, and yeah, I said on the first one that I think this lead singer reminds me of a young Mick Jagger. Uh, the way he enunciates and says some things. However, the music is nowhere near Mick Jagger. The other thing I want to say is this music doesn't sound like what the typical '90s music sounded like. At least not to me. And I could be totally wrong. I didn't listen to a lot of this type of music. Well, I didn't listen to any type of this at all. But in doing these reactions, I've been, exposed to some '90s music, and like the first one, it didn't seem like it followed that same blueprint that you recognize a '90s music in. But that's just me. So we're gonna go right into the intro, right into the video, and I'll catch y'all somewhere in between. Sorry I stopped it so early, but I always liked the artistic expression of these little scooters, these little Vespas or whatever. I had a Harley Heritage Classic was my last bike, and it was nostalgic and long and low and beefy, and the front tire, the width of the front tire is wider than these little scooters. It seems like I'm overdoing it a little bit, but I always liked to have. I always thought that if I was single, because my wife ain't gonna go along with me what I'm fixing to tell y'all, but if I was single, I'd like to have one of these little Vespas. The the actual company. One of theirs sitting in my living room, next to my TV or in a corner or something, as kind of like a decoration, that like a manly type of thing. And I mentioned when I had my Harley, and I've had several, but the last one, it might have been the first one, that I had with her, and it was a Heritage too. But I told her, man, I want to maybe enlarge our front door so I can pull that motorcycle in and park it in the living room. She was having none of that. I, I, I thought it made perfect sense and was perfectly cool, and she just blew that right out of the water. She did not hesitate. I never mentioned it again because I was kind of embarrassed that I didn't think that one through before I said something. So, and she'll cut your throat in a minute, man, with her verbally. So, but if I was single, now I think at my age I would like to have one of these Vespas sitting in the living room, and all you ladies out there who are watching me on this are probably thinking you're an idiot. But that's just how I feel. I'm gonna be married till I die anyway, so it ain't gonna happen. But that was just my thought. All right, let's get back to it. Sorry, I stopped it so early. I'm not gonna stop it at all after this.
Saturday afternoon, the sunshine pours like wine through the window, and I know golden June can turn an empty grave against your window, and I feel on the outside of the circle.
These guys are really good.
If I walk by the trees, I catch the falling leaves. If the wind blows, but I know, all this means is wilding on the ice, watching sideshow, and I feel like on the outside of the circle. Will I turn my coat to the rain? I don't know, but I'm going somewhere I can warm my bones very well. Carry me away and sing for those I know upon their birthdays. I won't feel like on the outside. I won't feel like on the outside. I won't feel like on the outside of the circle.
Look at all those headlights. (1996) as well. Huh. Interesting. Yeah. So I actually liked it, man. So that's two songs so far of Ocean Color Sane, and the thing is with that name, I keep having to look at the title because I can't. That name is just not easy for me to remember. So, but the song, I mean, I can see listening to that song in the car, headed somewhere, you know, and you wouldn't know it was a British band, and I don't even know that that would matter. It wouldn't matter to me. Um, I mean, talent is talent, regardless of where you're from. Even in countries that don't get along with us, I don't really give a rat's ass. I mean, it's music. This is what music is for. It's to be global. It's to. I'm not going to go out on a limb and say it's to unite folks because it ain't. But it's a common thread that everybody likes music. Just depends on what they like about music, but uh, so I can see myself listening to this, and I think what I just said, the whole 2-3 sentences I said right before this, I don't even know if those make sense. It made sense before I said them, but I don't know if they made sense out loud. So y'all get what you get. So watching this channel is free, so you don't expect professionalism here. You're gonna have to move on if that's what you're expecting. All right, y'all. That's gonna do it for me. Thank you, Valley Banger, and thanks everybody for showing up. This was a good one, and I got one more of Ocean Color Sane, and it's called Better Day, and it's coming right up. So, till I see y'all again, I'll catch you down the road. Bye, y'all.